My name is Seamus.murphy. I'm course coordinator of Criminology at the University of Bedfordshire. Okay, the Criminology diet is made up of a number of core units and optional units. Core units that the students have to study and optional units they choose to study. In the first year, these units, which are all core, so there's no real choice, but they're designed to arm the students with the required skills to really extend their knowledge and their research and their understanding of criminology in the second and the third years. As we move to the second and third years, there's more choice involved, so the students can tailor their unit choices to possible career and professional outcomes. But also, some students just study purely from an interest perspective. And we have multiple units that may be of interest to them. What we also tend to do here at the university is utilise the geographical area of Bedfordshire and Luton, where the university sits, as a form of study. So we have a unit such as contemporised criminological environment that looks at the issues that impact locally and rurally in Bedfordshire. Or we have a gangs unit which looks at the issue of gang activity and the possible progression of gang activity onto organised criminal activity. And other units such as anti-racism and campaigns that looks at modern movement and how youths and students themselves can actually create NGOs and protest groups that really are there to aid and benefit their own communities. So there's a wider choice. There's the bespoke choice where the student can pick and choose what they feel are the more professional approaches to match their graduate outcomes or their chosen careers. Or again, there's a wider participation aspect of choice in that students can just choose what they are comfortable with and what they feel they'd enjoy, which is also a huge benefit in the outcome of their degrees. If you're enjoying something, you've got more chance of success. If we look firstly at the graduate outcome and the choice of profession with a criminology degree, well, one thing with any degree, but criminology in particular within the social sciences, I think, is that it arms the students with the skills to go to interview in really any industry or any professional role. And with a criminology degree, you can say, I can collect data and evidence, I can analyse data and evidence, and I can present data and evidence, which is a key skill that all employers will look for. And criminology does well in that aspect. But in general, if you're looking for specific roles that students can choose, we have students who go into the probation services, local government services relating to child, youth offending, and normal council-wide type of services. We can look at UK border force, policing, prison service, any numerous roles related to what they study within the actual degree train itself, so rehabilitation. So it could be just youth worker, but you working with young offenders newly out of prison to give them the opportunity of breaking that cycle of reoffending. So there's numerous roles they can do. Within the academic environment, of course, there's the masters aspect. They can move on to masters here or at another university of their choice. And once they've achieved their masters, then they can again have the choice of maybe moving into the professional environment in their graduate roles. But also they have the opportunity, and they'd be supported by all of us here and staff who have taught them previously, to go on and do PhD study, whether that be PhD within a research institute or solo effort to achieve their PhD. They would get our support and cooperation if they were to choose anything of that aspect. Alongside all those professional services, we also, with the diet that we produce, give them the opportunity and the skills to develop their own possible non-government organisation or charity services related to those fields. So if they do want to go into some form of rehabilitation role, they don't have to specifically move into the environment of the government controlled bodies. They could go into NGOs or set up NGOs or community service organisations that would assist the government and the local government in particular in managing that rehabilitative role, that re-education role to break the cycle of offending. And we've had students who have done that before and quite successfully.